All right. Hi, everyone. It's going to be a tough one after the panel to discuss about AI. So I'm here to present Anna. So I'll let you know a bit about what it is about. So essentially, the concept of Anna is to help mobile operators for more efficient troubleshooting and to bring network knowledge to a larger audience within the mobile operators. So the background is, the concept is essentially, what is the point of having a smoke detector if you don't have a fire extinguisher? Well, I believe it's pretty much the same for mobile network. If you have monitoring, it's pretty much useless if you can't do troubleshooting. And on top of that, mobile operators, they have been accumulated over the years, different technologies, stacking up from 2G to 5G and even more to come. And they have, I believe they have a challenge of attracting new talents. I mean, this is my take, that I would not advise my kids to work in telco, but I probably should not say that now, but this is honestly, my say. Anyway, further to that, this customers, they do expect the best from their networks. They want internet to work at any time, at anywhere, being a teenager for WhatsApping and Netflixing, or an IoT device in the field. So that is definitely where operators are amongst all the challenges that they have. So essentially, they cannot have the knowledge of their team to decrease over time. They have to keep a level of excellence, because if the level decreases, then there's going to be longer resolution, wrong resolution, and customer won't be happy about that. So the equation they have is how you fit with complexity increasing, the resource decreasing, talent attraction changing, to maintain happy customers into the balance. So the concept of Anna is essentially a super troubleshooter, a super agent, which, as any customer support, you give the information of what is wrong with that IMSI. So a typical input for troubleshooting instructions. And then the output will be the diagnostic and a suggestion for the resolution. So essentially, Anna is capable of doing network troubleshooting, but not only that, because I believe network troubleshooting is the hardest task you can do. Then it can also do statistics, or give statistics about the network usage or subscriber status. But Anna is just not a chatbot or LLM. It's more than that. Essentially, it's hard to say that now after the presentation, but it is capable of reasoning, of breaking down what steps it does to go to the solution. And I will show you that. So essentially, the solution is an orchestration. An orchestration fed with information. So documentation that that is available, documentation, how to guide, how to troubleshoot, what is the purpose of Anna, to give it guidelines on what to do, how to do them, and tools to connect to, and how to use the tools. So the tools that it will use essentially could be any APIs, databases access, network logs, or tracing tools. So the way it goes is, we have a user is inputting a problem. The problem is IMSI1234 is not working. So the orchestration will feed that to a LLM with the whole context, or the whole documentation which is out there of this IMSI is not working, what to do. So the LLM has the capability to understand the whole documentation that has been given, and will give back, well, a set of instructions. Check those tools, because this is the first step. And the first step of investigating is to check the tools that you have at hand. So orchestration goes to the tools and asks for information about this IMSI, any information it can give. So the tools will give back information. In this example, it's the subscription details of the IMSI, 1234, the APN, and all the different network logs that can be seen. So here in the network logs, we have a failed data connection. So that is being given to the LLM, and the LLM having a bit of basic knowledge of any LLM, but even more knowledge that we have been given, is capable of giving back a diagnostic and probably a suggestion. So diagnostic is like, the subscription seems okay, but because there's a network error in the logs, probably there's something wrong. So can you ask the customer to check the APN? So here we believe there's an APN issue. That's just for the example, and that's being fed back to the user. So the user here is a colleague of Anna. It's not end user. That would be another support team member. But Anna goes beyond that because Anna is also capable of improving, being given feedback. Feedback if there is a new use case, new information to learn, or if there is something, a wrong answer, it can happen. So you have to improve Anna and being taught what's new about it. So typically the solution, sorry. Typically Anna acts as a super team member. Anyone can talk to Anna. It's available any time of the day. And I do believe that with the same input, it will give the same output. So it somehow guarantees the current accuracy of diagnostic and repeatedly. There's hopefully no human errors of manipulation of the information because it's automated end-to-end. It has a capability of being integrated into a full process, and I will show you later, but I do believe also that it has knowledge that you can learn from, because as any super team member, I mean, by talking to Anna, by interacting with a super team member, he will know about it, well, Anna will do the same. So benefits are clear, are quite straightforward. It makes easier troubleshooting for anyone in the team. It's not meant to replace, as we say. It's AI, but it's not meant to replace. But it does increase the efficiency for the team. You have more people. More tickets being handled by the same amount of people, and it can also be used for other use cases in process improvements because it lowers the entry barrier to access the network information. And as I said, and you will see, it does increase the support team's knowledge. So for the sake of the benefit of time, I will skip those slides. Just go directly to the proof of concept. So we have implemented Anna in a IoT dedicated MVNO, Zayat, which is a sister company of Cellusys. We've written all the documentations, all the guidelines, how the network works, and we have all the tools that we want. We have no restriction because we have full control of the network that we implemented Anna onto. So here are some examples. So here, this is an interaction with Anna where we have this instruction is to check this ICC ID. So it's a SIM identifier, a legitimate one, and we can see the response from Anna, or at least the reasoning from Anna. So in green is the reasoning, and in red, it's the interaction with the tools. So essentially, what Anna is thinking and what it is doing. So the response is here. So I won't go through the whole response, but you can see that Anna has just has spotted that the SIM is suspended in the HLR. So SIM is suspended in the HLR. The suggestion is to reactivate the SIM card in the HLR. So, and then we can go on and go on. In the second stage, we can go and say that and ask that customer is still complaining after reactivation and see something wrong. So Anna acknowledges there's something wrong, and then here we'll go and check in the packet gateway, see there's no data session in the packet gateway, and suspect there's probably something wrong with the APN. So now we go, we tell Anna that the APN has been changed, and Anna can confirm the issue resolved, and even to prove that, can in the finding gives that the information about data traffic, and it can even say where the customer is at the moment, and the IP address as well, and some more information. So earlier, I said that Anna is able to give statistics, and also we can somehow learn from. So just a little example about that. See here we ask Anna how many subscribers there is in a specific country. So easy, Anna can give easily the answer that there's 764 subscribers connected at the moment in Italy. So essentially, in the backend, it's just an SQL query to a database. So if I want to know how it's done, I can see that Anna has used a database and has queried the database. And if I expand that, I can exactly see the SQL query that Anna has run to know that information. So essentially, that proves the point that, well, it is an AI, but you can learn from it. If you want to know, I mean, by interacting with Anna, you can spot and see what Anna has done. So if behind yourself you want to know, and I mean, as a user of Anna, so a colleague of Anna somehow using it, you can take that SQL query, connect to the database, run the same SQL query, you will get the same result. Maybe you don't know what it is, but by interacting with Anna, you get to know how it is. Last but not least, as I just mentioned, there's feedback also. So here we have the APN suffix, mnc.mcc.gprs, which is using 4G. So we inform Anna that it's just an artifact of 4G. So Anna is capable of giving a knowledge update that the user can approve or not. And so next time Anna will see this APN suffix, it won't see it as a malformed APN, but rather as just a part of the APN. So to conclude, because we have to go fast, so I do believe that Anna is great to bridge observation to action. I mean, AI is there. It is a real-life example of AI and how you can use it. So it is there. It is working. You can use it. So Matthew, you were thinking of an example of how you can use AI. Oh, you have one here. However, I mean, I cannot stress enough that this is only working because we have good data and documentation. Like, I mean, if you give wrong data and wrong documentation to a fresher and starting to troubleshoot, he will make a mistake. Well, that's the same for Anna. It has to be top-notch documentation. But don't be afraid. I see it as a collaborative tool, not a replacement, because we talked about human intelligence. But more than that, at the end of the day, you need someone to validate that the system has made a proper assessment, a proper diagnostic. And I'm convinced that there's more potential to it. Here it's a troubleshooting example, but we can integrate into a full process end-to-end. One could try to use it for also resolving the problem, not only suggesting it, but resolving it. And there are probably other use cases that can be applied to. So essentially, my question is that, are you operators or other vendors, even being competitors, willing to embrace AI and put it into your solutions?